don't know how to get
Do me a favor when we get on and check to see this is on. Here, I'll leave you in the wheel then. Boy, when those tires hit the wall. I mean, how many times do they have to replace the tires to get in there?
Our feet lanes on the right, doors closing.
So, there was nobody here when you came? Oh, okay. Boy, when we came, there was lines everywhere to get in.
We haven't moved much in an hour plus. You're on the right side.
Oh, really? This is a good side? Excellent. Am I showing up? It says here I'm on.
And Monday, everyone. Let's go. John, well, folks, I'm Shana. We're your safari guide today. Before we head out to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, I do have a couple things that I ask of you folks. First, let's make sure to remain seated at all times.
Excellent.
Leave
Thank
the little
you.
ones,
Thanks,
leave
sweetie.
the little ones on our laps. And even while the truck is stopped, we all need to remain fully
You're in the wheel.
seated.
I'll leave you a little
And
more.
also be sure to keep hands, arms, feet, and legs
Bro, if I don't have to
inside
wear
the
this
vehicle.
on.
If you'd like to take any pictures or videos out here on the reserve, you are more than welcome to do so. I do recommend any sport settings or action modes
Hi, Elizabeth.
cameras might have, because it will not be able to stop for
That
every
was
animal,
funny.
and not every animal will be stopping for us. I also recommend hanging on tightly to those cameras, cell phones, all of your personal belongings, because the roads out here on the reserve tend to get pretty rough and bumpy.
Yes, they
and
can.
you don't want to lose anything.
Well, that's a
You
good
can take a
point.
look above your heads. There is an animal spotting guide up there.
It's
And
very
that's a
hard to
great
see.
resource for us out on the reserve.
I can see the pictures, but I can't see the
You'll
names.
find all of those animals because of their migration
Oh, here's
patterns and sleeping
a
habits.
little better here.
But I have had some pretty good luck out here lately. Now we are starting off today's journey in the Little Ituri Forest. The trees and the brush out here in the forest provide a great place for animals to hide. Though it looks like there's already quite a bit of activity out here. On our right is an okapi. The black and white striped legs of the okapi
Oh,
make
sure,
it look
everything's
pretty
on this
similar
side,
to a
right?
zebra,
Oh, crud.
but it's actually the closest living relative of a giraffe. On our left side, the copper-colored antelopes are bongos, and the tan-colored antelopes are greater kudu.
I don't think I've ever seen one out that much.
The tan color of the greater kudu definitely helps them to blend in with their surroundings. And both the kudu and the bongos have those thin white stripes in their fur, which help to break up their silhouettes, allowing both types of antelope to better hide in the forest. The bongos are actually so good at hiding, but they're often called the ghosts of the forest. So we're pretty lucky to have found some good views of them. The watering hole on our left side can be a good place to find some animals that like to spend their time by the water. Though it's looking pretty quiet over there at the moment.
Yep, there's a white rhino up there earlier.
Was there?
No, black rhino, sorry.
On our right side are a couple more of the greater kudu. All of these greater kudu that we've seen are female, which we know because they don't have any horns on
Oh,
their
really?
heads.
Right there.
Male greater kudu will have large horns that can grow as long as 3 feet.
Drat, I forgot to put the tripod.
We're making our way a little bit deeper onto the reserve now. Out of the forest and towards the Safi River. The Safi River can be be a good place to find some animals that like to spend their time in the water. So let's take a look. Looks like there's a hippo way in the back corner on our right, up on the shore.
On the righty.
It's pretty rare to see a hippo out of the water during the day. They
there he
usually
is,
spend
yeah,
the
holy
vast
cow.
majority of
There
their
he is.
days in the water
Or she
keeping
is.
cool.
This will be
And
very
generally
aggressive
only
animals.
come up on land at night to graze for food. Sometimes traveling miles inland. Now on our left side are a couple of hippos that are in the water. Baby hippos are born at about 85 pounds. And fully grown hippos
Yeah,
can
same
weigh
place,
as much as 5,500 pounds, which makes hippos one of Africa's largest and most dangerous animals. Hippos are able to swim, but because of their size, it's a lot easier for them to simply walk or run along the bottom of the river. And the large white and gray birds over here are pink-backed pelicans. The pink-backed pelicans get their name from a pink color that their backs will turn during mating season. And they have wingspans
So apparently
that
it's
can
not
reach as
mating
wide
season.
as 9 feet, which is the width of the canopy above our heads.
Wow. Pretty
A
good.
group of pelicans together is called a pod, and a group of hippos is called a float.
Wow, look at that one. Yeah.
We get a great
Get the
look here to
suntan.
our left at a group of Nile crocodiles.
Oh,
Looks like there's quite a few up on the shore, but almost some down in the water below. We can tell the difference between crocodiles and alligators because crocodiles like these have a fourth tooth, their incisor, that sticks up over their mouth.
huh.
Nile crocodiles are the largest crocodilians that can be found in Africa, growing 16 to 20 feet long and weighing as much as 800 pounds. And Nile crocodiles have the power in their jaws to crush the bones of their prey. On our right side is the baobab tree, which is also called the upside down tree, because those branches do look a bit more like roots that should be down in the ground. The baobab tree can remain leafless for as long as 9 months out of the year in an effort to conserve water. And that baobab tree marks our entrance into the savanna ecosystem. The savanna is a rich tapestry of wildlife, home to some of Africa's most iconic animals, including giraffes, zebras, and elephants.
Sounds like a recording.
Looks like the first animals coming up to our right side are a group of wildebeests. Are migrating animals traveling
thing is I can
between
get around in the back.
500 and 1,000 miles every year. And they do so in very large herds, sometimes of up to 1 million wildebeest traveling all together. But the wildebeest don't migrate in any specific direction, like birds that fly south for the winter.
Look at them go
Wildebeest will migrate following rain clouds,
hungry.
because they know on our left side is a cave, which could be a good place to find some African painted dogs.
There's a cow.
Painted dogs get their name from the yellow and black colorations of their fur
Where the heck are
that make
they?
it look like they are painted.
Where the heck
And
are
it
they?
looks like there's a couple of them to the far right side of the cave. The painted dogs are related to the domesticated dog, but they're also one of
Oh, yeah, there they are.
Africa's most
There they are. One
successful
just got up.
predators.
Good job.
Killing
One just got up.
between 80 and 90% of the prey that they hunt. That's to make sure we're staying
Oh, there's
seated.
a few of them over there.
Even little ones on our laps need to remain seated on our laps. The big brown animals with the large horns are Ankole cattle. The brown animals further back are sable antelopes. Sable antelopes are known for their long, thin, curved horns that provide them a great defense against predators. The horns of the Ankole cattle can grow as long as 6 feet.
Look,
But their horns
on
are
those sides.
surprisingly
Look
lightweight.
at this thing. The two of them hanging
The
out.
inside of their horns is a honeycomb-like structure,
Wildebeest and Ankole.
which allows blood to circulate through there and cool off, helping to cool off those cattle as it circulates back into their bodies.
Boy, a lot of wildebeest out
That
here.
definitely comes in handy for them on hot days out in Africa. You might have also noticed out here on the savannah.
I see a giraffe. Nice. Ooh, we're gonna be real close to that one.
And this is because of the giraffes that live out here.
This one's gonna be right next to the truck. Look at
Giraffes
that.
are the world's tallest land mammal, growing to heights of up to 20 feet. And they eat the leaves off of all of these trees using their long tongues that can be 13 to 18 inches long. And that's a feature that giraffes have in common with the okapi that we saw earlier. Both the okapi and the giraffe's tongues are prehensile, allowing them to stick their tongues out, wrap them around a branch, and rip the leaves off and into their mouths.
Wow.
Well, it looks like a few of the giraffes out here are having a snack, so let's keep a lookout for those long prehensile tongues as we come up a bit closer. A group of giraffes together is quite fittingly called towers. And the giraffes that live out here are Maasai giraffes, which we know by looking at their spot pattern, which is pretty irregular and rough around the edges. Reticulated giraffes, on the other hand, have much more neat and orderly spots that appear almost net-like.
Look at this. He's crossing right in front of us. Oh,
Giraffes are pretty fast animals, reaching top speeds of up to 35 miles an hour.
take your time,
Though a
big
more
guy.
comfortable jogging pace for giraffes is usually closer to 10 miles an hour. There's a much faster animal on our right, and that's the little tan antelopes up on the hill, which are springboks. The springboks are one of the smallest types of antelope, and they're among the world's top 10 fastest animals, reaching top speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. It's pretty rare to see a giraffe sitting down
look
like
at
that
the
one by the
zebras way
palm
up
trees
there.
on our right.
Moving away.
Simply because of their long legs, it takes giraffes a few seconds to stand back up. So to see a giraffe sitting down means that it feels very comfortable in its environment, and that it does not feel threatened.
Oh, I kind of like being in back.
We're now heading towards an area of the reserve known as Elephant Country. And we're coming up on a great look at an elephant on our right.
No, you. Oh, I see she's turning up here. Well, I can get him right here for a minute.
This is an African elephant, which we know, one, because we are in Africa, and two, because of the size of its ears, which are much larger than the ears of an Asian elephant. And on our left side, those gray monkeys are mandrills. Mandrills are actually the largest type of monkey.
Boy, a lot of animal
As fully
critters
grown
out.
males can weigh as much as 100 pounds, while females usually stay closer to 35 pounds. And mandrills are very distinctive looking monkeys, with bright red and blue markings on their faces, just like Rafiki from The Lion King. We're heading a little bit deeper. Having the large ears of the African elephant does come in handy for them. On hot days, elephants can often be seen flapping their ears, which is a great way for them to
Look at
keep
these
cool.
paths here. Huh. Never noticed those before.
sides of the truck here are
Did I see what?
regulated fossils. And on the right,
I
we can
think
see
so.
tusk marks in the clay.
Not quite sure.
This is because elephants
I was pointing this
eat red
way. I'm
clay.
like, yeah, there he is.
It provides them with nutrients and minerals
Yay.
not otherwise found in their diets.
That's a nice shot there.
That can be a good sign that there is more elephants around. And there are a few more out here. Elephants, especially female and young elephants, are very social creatures. And will usually spend most of their days interacting with other members of their herd.
Here's a bunch more.
Elephants live in matriarchal societies. So the oldest and wisest female elephant will be the leader of the herd. Elephants will raise their young until they are about 12 to 13 years of age, which gives elephants the second longest childhood of any mammal, second only to us humans. When they reach 12 or 13, male elephants usually go off to live on their own or form small bachelor herds of 2 to 3, while females will stay with the herd. And elephants are, of course, known for their size. They're born at about 250 pounds. And fully grown elephants can weigh as much
I
as
see him. I see him. I'm getting these elephants. I'm going to switch over.
We got another good look at those giraffes on our right, as well as these large tan antelopes, which are Patterson's eland. The eland are the largest of the antelope, as fully grown males can stand 6 feet tall at the shoulder. They're known for the spiral shape they have to their horns, as well as their ability to jump 6 feet straight up into the air, despite their large size. It takes elephants a lot of food to get up to that 13,000 pounds, and they'll eat an average of 300 pounds of food every day,
Wow.
which is about the same amount of food that the average
That's what I
human
used to eat
eats
before
in a
my
year.
surgery.
Their diets are pretty healthy, however, consisting mostly of grasses, leaves, and roots, as well as that red clay. On our left side is a group of flamingos, and on our right side are a couple of zebras. A group of zebras together is called a dazzle, and those are Hartman's mountain zebras. These flamingos are greater flamingos, which we know because they are the largest of the flamingos and the lightest shade of pink. Flamingos get their pink coloration from beta carotene, which is a mineral found in the brine shrimp they eat. A group of flamingos together is called a flamboyance. This mud wallow on our left could be a good sign that there are some rhinos around. Both rhinos and elephants like to use mud to help keep themselves cool. Elephants will take mud or dirt in their trunks and fling it up onto their backs, and rhinos will simply roll around in it. Mud provides both animals with a natural sunblock and a natural bug repellent. We're coming up on a shady tree-lined area to our left, which could be a good place to find some big cats. And there is a cheetah walking around towards the right side of this area.
Oh yeah.
Cheetahs are
I
the
don't think the
fastest
camera
land
can see
mammal,
it.
as they can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds.
Hey Kim.
And cheetahs have long, muscular tails that will help them to keep their balance while they run. In addition to their iconic black spots, cheetahs also have black markings around their eyes and down their faces that help to absorb sunlight and reduce glare.
I don't know. Let's see.
And that comes in handy for cheetahs because they do hunt
Okay,
during
you
the
two.
day,
Say hi, Kim.
unlike most
Hi, Kim.
Truck.
fully grown
He's right by the
males
truck.
stand
I
as
love
tall
it.
as 9 feet and weigh as much as 300 pounds. And the large Kobe rock formation on our left could be another good place to find some big cats.
Yeah, we're tooling around with the
Many
kids
of them
and
like
Mary
to be up
today.
high, so they can keep lookout over their territory and scout out for prey. Looks like there are a couple of lions lounging up there further back by the tall grasses. Looks like they're taking a bit of a cat nap.
Where is it?
And lions do
Oh, there he is on the ground. Okay, I'm looking at the
20
rocks.
hours of rest
There he
every
is.
day.
You
Just
see
like
the
the
grass
average house cat.
on the bottom of the rock formation.
Lions are usually most
Big out-
active in the evening
male lion.
and at night
There's a female
as it
sitting
gets
up a
cooler
little bit.
outside.
Very
That's
close
the animals
by.
they're hunting.
So there's 2 lions, one male, one
Female
female.
lions that are responsible for most
The male
of
is really
the
laid out,
prey.
so it's kind of hard to see.
They'll go out in teams at nights to hunt.
Oh, there's another
While the
female.
lions usually stay home with the cubs and protect
Boy.
the territory.
Lazy cats.
And there's a couple of warthogs on our left side here. Lying right above the
Wow,
burrows
that's as
of
close as I've ever
warthogs.
been to them.
Warthogs are the
Pumas.
largest burrowing mammal. They use their sharp tusks and their hooves to build burrows. And they usually back themselves into their burrows, leaving their tusks exposed as a defense against predators. On our right side is a nest of some large eggs, which must be ostrich eggs. Despite having wings, ostriches are not able to fly, but they can run pretty fast.
They've been
up to
there
40
every time
miles
we're
an
here.
hour.
They've never had.
And they lay some pretty large eggs.
What is that? Are they ever gonna
Each
hatch?
one of those ostrich eggs
Ooh.
weighs about as much as 2 dozen chicken's eggs. And those ostrich eggs are strong enough to
Whoa.
withstand the weight of an adult
That
man
was a butt
standing on
burner.
them. We're now in the Magadi Glen, and on our left side are a couple of Nigerian dwarf goats. As you can see, the Nigerian dwarf goats are pretty small, but they are in fact fully grown, and they can jump an incredible 4 feet up into the air. The Nigerian dwarf goats are very friendly, active, and sociable little animals, living right alongside the humans in Eastern Africa. And that is going to just about bring our safari to a close today. But your adventure does not have to end here. If you'd like to check out some more awesome animals, I highly recommend heading down the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. That's a walking trail right by the exit of the safari where you can find lots of different animals, including gorillas, monkeys, meerkats, zebras, and some underwater hippo viewing. And if you'd like to help out any of our animal friends, one of the easiest ways to do so is, of course, by reducing our use of single-use plastic and recycling as much as possible. To learn more about how we can help out our animal friends, go ahead and visit any of the merchandise locations here in Animal Kingdom, and the cast members there can tell you all about the Disney Conservation Fund.
Okay.
Now I am going to be dropping you folks off up
Yeah.
here in just a moment, so make sure to take a look around you and gather up all of your belongings. You don't want to leave anything behind.
Okay, we're gonna shut down now for a
Have there
bit.
been any wilderness explorers on board? The name of this truck
We're
has
we're
been
doing
Cinema One.
Flight of Passage next, so
That's
I
the
can't stream that for obviously for
And the
obvious
number
reasons.
1.
But we'll be
Us
probably
for
streaming
the
something a little
page
later,
15
so stay
of
tuned.
the Wilderness Explorer Guide.
But it'll be a little later. Take care,
You can
everybody.
find it right